Another player that a lot of people disagree on, but a lot of people who love him, he's one of the most fan favorite players in the draft, Obi Toppin, the forward from Dayton.
He's 6'9", 220. He's played 4 years of college ball. He's 22 years old. So he's going to be ready to come in and produce.
Yep.
And he has a good offensive game where he can score on the inside, and he has a decent amount of tricks up his bag. He has an incredible leaping ability
Yep.
where I honestly think he could be one of the best alley-oop pick and roll runners, depending on which team he lands on. If he gets a good point guard, he could get a lot of easy dunks, easy oops. He could be a good fast break player because of his leaping ability. You get a couple points here and there from that. But I want the cons about him is his shooting. Like how is that going to translate? Can he be a good shooter? If he's not a good shooter, then it's going to be tough for him. And can he switch onto small guards? Can he guard the point guard? Can he guard the shooting guard? Can he guard the small forward? Yeah, can he guard some small forwards? I think he can guard most small forwards, but can he guard some of the smaller ones? It's just going to be tough for him.
Yeah, so you don't see guys with his level of athleticism and leaping ability and explosiveness stay longer than a year at college.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of weird that he played so many years at college. But like you said, 6'9", 220. I think he is kind of the perfect offensive player. He is a tweener. He could conceivably be a small ball five, and he could in bigger lineups could slide all the way up to the three. You can run him in pick and rolls because he's so explosive and such a good finisher. You could run him on pick and pops because he's a low volume but an efficient shooter, like you said. He needs to continue to prove that. Good handle for a big guy like that at 6'9". Can pass. He can run you can run whatever you want with him because you can do anything. You can run dribble handoffs, fake handoffs. You can attack mismatches. You can give him the ball if you want him to create a shot at the end of the clock. Pick and roll, pick and pop, like I said. Everything about him is just defense. If he was an average defender, he's the number one player in the draft. He just is. He's a perfect offensive player, but he is maybe the worst defender in the draft. Like maybe even worse than like some of the point guards, the 6-foot point guards we had at the end of the first round. Like he is that bad of a defender. He just has a weird body, really high center of gravity, really like long arms, big shoulders, but skinny legs, long skinny legs. Really cannot defend in space. Doesn't matter who it is at all. Gets pushed around in the post because of that high center of gravity, and is also not a great rebounder. So if you're drafting Obi Toppin, you're getting a guy who is going to be one of your better offensive players right away, but always going to be one of your worst defensive players. So the team that drafts him is going to have to weigh that. And I think a question we both brought up before is you just said he's a guaranteed starter. I don't know if he is with that defense. I think he's obviously going to he will start at some point, but that defense is so bad. And if that doesn't improve at all, I don't know. He might be limited to being a really, 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 really good bench player.
I just need a guaranteed starter as in he's going to get starting minutes the first season. Like I expect everyone in the top 6 to be a starter the first season.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if they're going to keep being a starter because Obi Toppin, my comparison to Obi Toppin, I would rather have the comparison, and that's Aaron Gordon. Eric Gordon's only 24 years old, and I'm saying I would trade a 6th pick for him, and that's an over-evaluation on him. But Aaron Gordon could do absolutely everything Obi Toppin could do, and it's just better defensively. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting.
It's actually really good. What about Kyle Kuzma? How do you feel about that comp? Bad defender.
That's a better comparison because they're both horrible defenders.
Bad defender. But kind of the perfect offensive four. Switcher, like tweener, 3-4, maybe even conceivably a small ball 5. I think he's more explosive than Kyle Kuzma. But
way more explosive.
I see a lot of the skills that Kyle Kuzma has in Obi Toppin.
Yeah. The thing is, Obi Toppin's going to be above the rim player.
Yeah.
And I really haven't seen Kyle Kuzma dunk the ball that much.
Yeah. No, if Kyle Kuzma gets the ball, he's shooting it. He's not wasting time trying to get to the rim.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, this is not my comp, but a lot of people bring up Amari Stoudemire.
No. The thing about Amari Stoudemire is he played so long ago. The NBA is not like that. Like, Amari Stoudemire would have to develop a 3-point shot in this day and age.
Yeah.
So it's hard to compare a player that didn't need a 3-point shot, which is why I don't like comparing players that are from so long ago.
Yeah, I don't like it either. Thanks for watching. Listen to the Stretch the Floor podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts, and follow us on Instagram.